G'day everyone, it's your boy Jordan CS No here, and welcome back to another cringy ass video on the dark web. Now, I'm sure as you've all heard, Forspoken has been in the news recently, mostly because all the gameplay we've seen of Forspoken, despite it not even being out yet, looks like complete shit. And there's just many issues plaguing the game, like its poor optimization, and really unrealistic ultra specs requirements for the game. And there's also people talking about how the dialogue is apparently really bad and stuff like that. Honestly, it's just a fucking mess all around. However, despite everything of this game that we've seen being complete shit, for some reason, PlayStation fanboys are out in droves defending this game, trying to act like there's nothing wrong with it. Honestly, it's just crazy some of the shit that they're saying, so I'm just gonna stop with this intro and we're gonna get straight into it. Starting with, honestly, the craziest take to come out of this shit. The many reasons Forspoken is being hated on. Call it the race card all you want, but we all know black women are the most hated women in society, and a black woman is main character. Holy shit, it really didn't take long for this take to become retarded. Yeah, it's because the protagonist is a black woman, even though absolutely zero complaints have been about that and are more just to do with the poor optimization. But I don't fucking know. The other ones are PS5 console exclusive, potato PC bots, Square and Sony's relationship. You know, honestly, this would have actually been a reasonable list if you removed the first one. Because nobody fucking cares that the main character is a black woman, because apparently black women are the most hated in society, which is untrue. The most hated people in society are Sony fanboys. Anyway, we got this response to it. Of all the complaints I've seen, none of them have been about the main character being black. They might be out here, but I sure haven't seen them, which is a fair response. I listed 5 reasons, and you pointed out 1. So he's got to call out all the arguments before he can talk about just the problem he has with the 1. That is so fucking stupid because none of the other arguments were as brain dead as the first one. And most racists are closeted, they won't out themselves. Are you black? Oh, no. Dude, just fucking stop pulling the race card for 1. I mean, seriously, the dude's race has nothing to do with any of this, okay? He's just pointing out that your argument there, that it's because people hate black women, is invalid, because guess what? There's no one complaining about that. The next game on the YouTuber hate bandwagon. This is what's wrong with gaming YouTube. Hashtag Forspoken. And it's a bunch of videos talking about Forspoken and how it's a bad game. Because, you know, apparently gaming YouTubers aren't allowed to say anything negative about video games that this guy likes. But honestly, even though this is kind of stupid, the responses to this are even funnier, because this motherfucker fails to provide a single valid defense for his tweet. Gaming YouTubers give valid criticisms about a piece of media and warn consumers against buying it, instead of mindlessly accepting what's put in front of them. This is what's wrong with gaming YouTube. Valid? Pfft. What the fuck? Valid. What the fuck? Are you 10 years old? He can't even give a valid defense. That's the funniest part here. What about what they said isn't valid? Explain your argument. Oh my god, 720p re! Let me get this straight. They're not allowed to complain about the game only running at 720p. Even though 720p is like fucking Xbox 360 quality. Like, sure, you might have some shitbox TV that doesn't go above like fucking 360, but 720p and 30 frames per second, which is what the game runs at on PS5, is absolutely unacceptable for a next-gen game on a next-gen system. Like, games were running at better resolutions than 720p and 30 frames per second on the Xbox 360. Like, that's absolutely disgraceful. that this game, which is being charged $70 for, might I remind you, doesn't run better than games from 2 generations ago. Think about that. Let that sink in. Dude, the game runs like dog shit, has 0 enemy AI, and writing that makes Big Bang Theory's writers cringe. Oh no, the YouTuber fanboys here to defend them. I mean, that's how you know he doesn't actually have any points, because he has to resort to ad hominem attacks, like saying this guy's a YouTuber fanboy to defend himself. He can't even defend his own points. Fucking. Still doesn't justify this game being $70. Not everyone is broke! I mean, bro, this ain't even a matter of people being poor or broke or whatever. You know, fucking work harder, wages. A game that runs at 720p and 30 FPS is just not worth $70. You could get a game that does that for like fucking $40. A lot of PC dudes blaming next gen for making their PC sweat. No, we're not blaming the game for being next generation. We're blaming the game for having unrealistic requirements for PC, which also, by the way, might I mention, affects PlayStation as well, since PlayStation gamers will barely even be able to run the minimum requirements. You're lost for it. Not deal with it. Cry more. And oh my god, there's like 7 hashtags here. Hashtag, it must be unoptimized. Hashtag, it's Square Enix fault. Hashtag, my 3070 should be enough. Hashtag, my 2070 should be enough. I just bought my GTX 1060 though. My 3080 ain't enough bullshit. Hashtag, I hate you, Square Enix. Fuck man, that's a lot of hashtags. I wonder if he also realizes though that this is gonna affect him on PlayStation as well, since the PlayStation 5 will only run the minimum requirements, and the PS5 already runs considerably hot, so good luck. If you can only run games at 720, 30 FPS, just say that. Hashtag PC struggle race. Like, I feel like there's a key detail here that he's missing. That's why PS5 is the GOAT, and games cannot be accessible on PC day one. What the fuck? Bro, imagine blaming PC for the fact that Forspoken runs like shit. Yeah, it's PC's fault that the developers couldn't make the game properly, even though it would actually be really easy to make a PC port of the game. Since, I don't know if Sony fanboys would know anything about game development, but PlayStation games aren't actually developed on the PlayStation, believe it or not. They're actually developed in the PS5 Developers Toolkit, on a PC, and then they're put on PlayStation. So whether or not they make ports of the game doesn't make a difference, because the game runs on PC before it even runs on PlayStation. PS5, the power of a 4090 then. To think, PS5 gains more power by the year. I wonder if he realizes that the PlayStation 5 version isn't gonna run ultra settings. The PS5 is more powerful than a 490. Sure it is, buddy. Sure it is, buddy. Just take your medicine again, okay? Anyway, I don't really have anything else for this video, so that's gonna be the end of today's video. Thanks for watching. If you did enjoy, leave a like. If you're new to the channel, why not subscribe? Turn on those post notifications so you never miss an upload. Member shoutouts here. You too can become a member of the Jordan CS Nation by clicking the join button down below. All proceeds from channel memberships go to helping out people in need, such as myself, me, also me. Follow me on Twitter at JordanCSNo, subscribe to the second channel, JordanCS2, and join the Discord server, The CS Nation. Links to all of those will be in the description. Please don't send any hate over to any of the accounts shown or mentioned in this video. It's really unneeded. But that's all for today's video. So until the next one, piss off.
nigga.